Hey, the Tao Daily Tarot just right around the corner. Let me give you a couple of heads up cards here for you, as I usually do. Basically, at this point, during the Mercury retrograde, during the eclipses, we are looking at things we've lost rather than things that we still have, rather than looking at the venue to take us to a happier place. So we're just hanging on to what we have, what we think is important. This will change the whole game. It's not going to be a biggie. It's going to be more of a revelation, but it will change you and focus you, redirect you to a much better future. We got the details. It's a great read coming up. Well, hello and welcome again to the Tao Daily Tarot. Thank you for being here, whether you're a first-timer, long-timer, or cross-watcher. You are always welcome. You know that. Alrighty, so let's get to it because we like to keep it moving. We got a 10-minute window we're kind of working with for your convenience. So, the reading, what separates this reading from other tarot readings? It's archetypal. I read the images from the card. I only use 8 cards, sometimes 9, depending on how the read is going. But that's it, 8 or 9 cards max from 4 different decks. Why so simple? Because it's the Tao Daily Tarot. More is often not better. More is simply confusing. So the direct path, and to even fine-tune that directness, I focus on energies exclusively. I do not predict. I focus on the energy of coming, going, pushing, pulling. Why? Because those are the energies that are messing with you every single day. Things are going, things are coming, things are pushing, things are pulling. You know, think of it as an energetic weather report. You want to know what the weather's like. Is it going to be sunny today? Is it going to be cloudy? Is it going to be cold? Is it going to be hot? We're going to get rain? We're going to get snow? What are we going to get so I can prepare? That is the energy that I use in the Tao Daily Tarot. Predictions, there are more than 7 billion people on the planet. The energies apply to everybody all the time. These energies are hitting everybody right now. But the application of those energies differs with every single person. So predicting really is not the best approach. Dealing with the energies, giving you the energetic weather report, and then you take the power, you guide your life. Another thing that separates me, a hyper shuffle, I'll show you. And again, as I mentioned a little bit ago, I try to get this reading in about a 10-minute window because you have a busy life, you have things to do, people to see, and so you can squeeze in a 10-minute read every single day because I do a brand new read every day, 365 days a year. Alrighty, so I mentioned this hyper shuffle. Let me show you. And there you go. There's the Tao delivery here for you, the hyper shuffle. Let's get to the reading for today. We have this oracle card, this overall temperature card, and this energetic weather report reappearing. I think it just did the other day. And that is the whole idea of observer. Observer. Very appropriate, by the way, during a Mercury retrograde and eclipse season. Rather than get busy doing, observe. It's kind of passive, but it's very powerful and I think very appropriate right now. And a lot of people are probably understanding that in this Mercury retrograde period with the eclipse, the more you try to push something, the less it moves in the direction that you want. So the observer, that's the overall feeling. Let's get to the first card here in the coming and going energy. It is the Empress, pregnant with possibilities. Always the optimist, always the love, the positivity, the understanding, the knowing. And you see there, right below her, she has that symbol for Venus. Very loving, very supportive, very positive, very powerful. That's the energy. And I think it's the energy that you should have for you. Because remember, we're talking about being the observer. And here, in the energies of coming and going, we have the Page of Swords. Pages always change the storyline. So there's some new insight, some new idea, some new thought, maybe some sort of a communication exchange with somebody that gets you thinking. But it is a person, a situation that's getting you to change your thinking. Mercury retrograde, changing your thinking. Eclipse, changing your thinking. I believe that is a fabulous match. Something is going on inside of you where you are beginning to reevaluate. And then we go to the energies of pushing and pulling. We have the Five of Wands. A lot of action for no reason whatsoever. That's really what it is all about. The Five of Wands is just conflict for the sake of conflict, and it's probably at least conflict inside of you. Because for a lot of people I'm talking to right now, we're less than a week away from the new moon eclipse, solar eclipse in Gemini, plus we're in Mercury retrograde, plus there are other planets retrograde. People are confused. Not in every area of their life, but in a particular area of their life, they are really flummoxed, having a difficult time. And they may be arguing with themselves about what to do, what should I get, how do I do this? And beating themselves up for nothing. Or they may be having discussions with other people that amount essentially to the same thing. A lot of noise, but no light. A lot of heat, no light. And then we move to the Page of Cups. Remember, pages change the story. I think that the two pages here are telling you one story already. You are looking for insight. You're looking for something to grab onto. Mentally, you're saying, yes, please make it clear. And one of the ways that you might do this is to learn to offer yourself the gift of love. That's what the Page of Cups is doing. It's not a big deal. I mean, it's not an extravagant gift or anything. It's a little gift, but it builds. And maybe what you need to do is forgive yourself. Maybe you need to love yourself. Maybe you need to be gentle with yourself as you're working through this, because it's a tough haul for sure. We got a magnifier card here. This is strength. That's what it's going to take for the next, well, actually, the effects of Mercury retrograde and the eclipse season will take us into July. There's no question. It will take some strength on your part to work your way through all of this. With the strength card, it tells me that you can do it and you're determined to do it. But there's something that's changing in the way that you talk to yourself. You think about yourself. And you have to be more loving. Do you have the strength to give the ultimate love of self? Tougher to do than it is to say. And a final magnifier card is the Tower. Well, through all of this, I don't see this as being an intense tower fall down, breakdown, blow up, explosion kind of a thing. I see this as a realization. As all of a sudden you come to, wow, this is what I have to do. This is how I can approach it. Why didn't I think of it before? Well, because the eclipse and Mercury retrograde helped move you in that direction. So I don't see this as a heavy-duty thing. I see it more as a realization moment. And in fact, the two vice versa cards, I added an extra one today, tell really the whole story. And we're dealing first with this. The Five of Cups. Here this guy's looking at the three that have spilled, and he's missing the two that are right there available to him. There's a bridge right behind him. He can cross over. He can make the difference. Take the two and go. Be happy with what you have. Appreciate what you have. Don't dwell on the past. Right? But at this point, that card says, nah, he really can't do it. He's not in that position. He is basically confused with the Four of Pentacles, confused about what's really important. I don't know. I thought I knew. We get into this Mercury retrograde season, we get into the eclipse season, and all of a sudden everything's up for grabs. I'm not sure. I have to reprioritize. Don't worry, you're going to get there. You're absolutely going to get there. And the card that really kind of highlights it all is the Oracle card. Observe. That's what the eclipse season and the Mercury retrograde are all about. Observe. Sit back and just watch. Really soak it in. And then you will understand, as you learn to really love yourself, quit fighting with yourself, the two cups that you have are very, very important. They are building your future, a better future. So that's the read for today. Thank you very much for that. Please like, subscribe, and also share if you have the opportunity. Click on that bell. Very good. You and I will have a chance to talk tarot tomorrow, because I do a brand new read, as I said, every single day. So I'm looking forward to it. If not, between now and the next time that we have a chance to talk tarot together, blessings.